through sweeping the nation. E.R. Broadley's proud. He says I need the finest boxes to ship my drink to the thirsty crowds. Weyerhauser made a proposal. He thinks they'll do real fine. But first he'll look around all up and down before he signs on the bottom line. Conglomerated Cardboard says, hold on. You know we want that business too. Dermot, Dave, Earl, and Ann, they've all got a plan. What's Weyerhauser gonna do? It's gonna be a heck of a horse race. Here's a hint as to who will win. From January to December, they'd better just remember it ain't product out, it's customer in. It ain't product out, it's customer in. It ain't product out, it's customer in. It ain't product out, it's customer in.
Broadley wants us to produce a roll with less moisture in it. And he wants us to do it every single time. We need to figure out a way to reduce our variability.
Gentlemen, I think I have it. Look at the lines on this graph. Now look at this one. I changed the axis from 10 to 50 and voila, variability reduction.
And you are good.
All this variability reduction is making me hungry. Let's get something to eat.
You know, this town is so small. I went down to the library, but the book was checked out. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, you're a tough group. You're a really tough audience. Last time I saw a room this tough, there were 12 guys in dresses sitting at a long table throwing dinner rolls at some guy named Judas.
I don't think I can take this and keep food down, too.
Well, welcome to the Chuckle-a-Lot Flame Broiler, folks, and it's open mic night. Our first guy up is so old, we got to put him on first because he might not make it till later on. He works by day at the paper mill down the road.
Oh no, I'm getting a terrible premonition.
You ask him what time it is, he'll tell you how to build a watch. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, and I'm sure the only, Earl Gimple. Give it up for him, folks.
Well, thanks, folks, thanks. The boys up at paper machine number 2 dared me to do this. And since I'm retiring in a couple weeks, I thought, what the heck?
Hey, Grandpa, I think I saw your teeth on a possum out in the parking lot.
No, I got them right here. At least I think they're mine. Sometimes I get my wife's by mistake. Oh, that's for real. Hey, I haven't even got to the jokes yet, folks. We had the preacher over for dinner one night, and just as we came to the pecan pie dessert, she pulls out her teeth and says, "Earl, swap with me. I think I got the wrong teeth." Well, look at here. Some of my friends from Conglomerated Cardboard have come to watch my act. You see, ladies and gentlemen, I spent all my life at that paper mill. Now, one thing about a paper mill, you can never control the product. It's like throwing dice at Las Vegas. Every day is a surprise as to what you come up with.
Some people turn out good products consistently with little or no variation.
Now, young lady, you ought to be up here if you're going to tell jokes like that. Making paper is very chancy. I know. I've been at it for 42 years. And another thing, too many cooks spoil the broth. That's why I can't retire. I'm the only one who really knows how the system works down at the mill.
They say the best way to run a paper mill is to have supervisors who are coaches. What do you say to that?
Look, lady, I work with this guy, and he's the best there is at keeping everything going. You don't need more coaches at Conglomerated Cardboard. We need Earl.
Sure. That way your job is one big, long coffee break broken up with phone calls to Earl to come and help you. Now, I know some people who do things a whole lot differently. Consistency. At Weyerhauser, they've identified product consistency as a significant customer requirement. In the most recent customer survey, when asked about their future needs, 55% of the responses came back consistent paper properties. Why? Because our customers know that homogeneous raw materials allow them to run their processes more efficiently, with fewer breakdowns and less waste. To some, achieving consistency means installing state-of-the-art process control and doing control charting. At Weyerhauser, achieving consistency is not only a technical issue, it's also a people issue. And they've got a system for achieving the product consistency that customers demand. It's called variability reduction.
At the lime kiln, for example, in the lime kiln cost sizing area, we have 4 or 5 SOPs, or standard operating procedures, that have told operators how to run the system. We went to them and got them together and said, okay, we want, A, never let the recovery boiler slow down because of green liquor inventory. Never let the pulp mill slow down because of white liquor inventory, and maintain an EA in specifications that the digesters have asked for. Their customers, their peers ask them for that. And now how do we get that gang? And they said, okay, you got to run the kill at this and that and the other. And the bottom line was they said slow it down, ironically, 25%. Well, the foremen that were involved in that process said you can't do that. It won't work. We'll be buying lime tomorrow. Make a long story short, we agreed to implement that plan the following Monday. This was on a Thursday meeting. They implemented it that afternoon. To date, we have not bought any lime. So we probably saved $100,000 by doing that.
You see, the potential benefits of variability reduction are enormous. The mill lowers its production costs, there's an increase in product uniformity, employee morale improves, and all this leads to satisfied customers. Your operators must be given ownership, and conversely, they must take ownership of the process. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just say that there are plenty of roadblocks that prevent this from happening. I think you'll see what I mean.
So Larry's on top of the reel, dancing, just like a lumberjack on a log rolling contest. Well, the superintendent walks in, and, well, sir, I seem to have forgot where I was going with this story.
You handed us this book on process variables.
And then you started talking about you and old Larry.
Oh, yeah. Well, the book is full of a lot of real important information that Dermott thinks he can use to improve the product, like the customers wanting less variance. And why don't you two take a spin through it, and if you see anything that's important, why, let me know. Now, back to old lumberjack Larry. And there he was, dancing on this reel.
This part cracks me up.
Not a pretty picture. Well, let me tell you how they handle variability reduction at Weyerhauser. You see, variability reduction is really a simple concept, but achieving it involves change, and that can be difficult. So it's essential that the whole procedure starts off on the right foot. And that's why Weyerhauser uses a reliable method to make sure everybody knows their